Kazakhstan is a key trade partner for France, but trade is just one aspect of the growing relationship. A key role is also played by investments and joint production. Among the important agreements is the strategic cooperation deal between Kazakhstan and the French company Alstom. Over the past decade, Alstom has invested 120 million euros into Kazakhstan's railway sector, opening 7 production facilities. Now, the company is set to supply Kazakhstan with 117 freight locomotives in the coming years. In an interview with New Time, Jérôme Boyer, managing director of Alstom Kazakhstan, explained that Alstom has started a new investment cycle, which will create over 700 new jobs in cities across the country. As part of this project, Alstom aims to localize production and maintains to 50% by 2025, with a potential to reach 60%. Details on the company's plans in Kazakhstan are available in our Interview of the Week section.
Thank you very much for joining us. Let me ask the first question about Alstom's activity in Kazakhstan. Your company has invested over €1 million to Kazakhstan. What programs and what projects are estimated for this budget, and what is expected from it?
It is my pleasure to be here. I think what I would start by explaining also is that we are not a new investor to Kazakhstan.
Right.
We came in Kazakhstan in 2010. We have industrial activity since 2012, and until on the 2012 to 2022 period, we already invested about 130 million euro in the country. And in 2023, we decided to go for another cycle connected to our business activity, where we committed another 50 million to the country. And a lot of our previous investment was focused on our industrial setup, and this time we are more focused on our service setup to make sure we can maintain locomotive throughout the country over the next 25 years. And I think what is very different for us is that we're moving out of Astana, getting to Almaty, to Shu, to Ekibastuz, to many cities where today opportunity of employment are different. And for us, it's a new venture, so we are looking forward to it. And this investment program is not a paper program, it's ongoing. We have broken ground in both Shu and Aris. Shu is out of the ground already. It's already a very big industrial building, and we have already spent about a third of the 50 million already 2 years down in the program.
What about the details? I mean, now we have 3 plants in Astana. What about other cities? How many plants are going to be there?
So overall, from 2027, we will be operating 10 industrial sites in the country. Today, some of them are already active on a very, very low level of activity, where we have few people. When I mean few, it's less than, sometimes less than 20. And we will move, overall this 50 million will correspond to about 700 new jobs, which will be created throughout the country. So roughly that will be 150 to 200 people per depot.
Yeah, and
depending on the size. Yeah.
If to stay about the current state, what percentage now belongs to the localization of Alstom processes?
So today we are about at 40% of what we use for maintenance is made in Kazakhstan, and the target for us is to reach above 50%. That's the commitment. Our internal target is to reach 60% because we believe we can achieve that.
By next year, you mean?
No, by 2027, if my memory serves well. Because you need time to develop capacity, and you need time to have our supplier developing to reach the level of quality and reliability we need. We are building and repairing trains, so we can't really compromise on safety and quality.
What's the volume of locomotives have been produced this year in Kazakhstan, and what's the trend?
So we are producing about 70 locomotives per year, which are mostly freight locomotives composed of 2 sections. So that's about 1 locomotive per week in the plant, which is, to give you a comparison, it is the level of the top locomotive producing plant in the world. That's about what our top plants in the world are producing. It's very rare that you can we go beyond that.
And my last question, what are the goals of Alstom for the next 5 years in Kazakhstan and perhaps Central Asia?
So I think our goals are pretty clear. We are embarking into a new project to make sure that the development of the middle corridor is a reality. We are creating a new locomotive for Kazakhstan, mostly in Kazakhstan, and
Yes.
we are back to the localization conversation. And for us, this is the key step in the next 2-3 years. And then obviously making sure that these equipment, these assets are remaining available and reliable inside the country, so maintaining them and getting the maintenance activity on point. So the trains are on time and are moving goods in the right way.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for having me.